I guess the biggest thing when I was watching this is it's a 3-character piece, and so as actors to kind of like go into that, it must have been really interesting because you're just relying on each other to kind of play off.
Yeah, I mean, I also think in this film, you know, you haven't got the familiar set pieces of Hogwarts and all those sort of standard characters that we're all used to seeing. So yes, it is a very it's a very different thing, and it means that I think you know, because you only have the three of those 3 characters, those characters shift and change, and the dynamics between the trio are you know, there's a lot more friction this time round, and a lot more there's yeah, it's a much more character-driven film, I think, this one.
Then was it easier for you to, was it exciting for you to do that then? Because obviously the next one it's going to be a lot more action,
movie.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, it was exciting for us to do that. It is sort of like the calm before the storm, this film, and it's, despite the fact that there is a lot of action in it, I think I sometimes tend to play down the amount of action that there still is in this film. I mean, despite all the long contemplative scenes, you're never more than 5 scenes away from a massive fight with a snake or something like that. So, but yeah, it's, I think, you know, I was very excited to play all the character stuff because I think that's what's made these films great. And what made the books great was these very well-drawn, strong, interesting, diverse characters, and that's what makes them so popular. So I think it was, it was very, very important to show that here.
This also not only marks the end of the Harry Potter journey, but I haven't read the books. I'm wondering, there is an epilogue in the next one, and can you tease is there something you can tease about the next one that we can kind of, make people happy about?
The only thing I'd say is that there is another little kiss with Ginny in the next one, unless it's been cut. This is all subject to editing, I might add, because I haven't seen the second film at this point. And yeah, and I'd say the next film will be the scariest and most violent and exciting and most terrifying film yet.
Last question then. Because you had the opportunity to play this character for so long, you are now able to choose roles that you feel very comfortable with, and then you get to, there's no like pressure in terms of like, you must do the next, you know. So yes. What is your criteria now for you to choose things that you want to do?
I think, as you say, you know, when you have an opportunity to just pick things because you're passionate about them, you know, I'm in a very fortunate position where I don't have to take jobs because of money, while I, you know, want to continue working, I don't want to work for work's sake, and so I can afford to just choose projects of passion now, like The Woman in Black, which I'm doing at the moment, or How to Succeed next year, and they're things that are very exciting to me, and I think once you have the opportunity to pick and choose very carefully what you do, you have a duty to be very careful about it, and so yeah, I mean, it's basically anything I'm interested in that has a good director.